Come on, Danielle. The business is Sincerely Danielle Shunk. This is Danielle, on the way, local expert when it comes to refurbishing, restore, refinishing. On the way, the FYI for the DIY. That's coming up this hour. Don't go anywhere. Hang on.
You're watching Fox 21 Morning News.
5:18 now. We'll be right back. First, though, Craig Coffey getting crafty this morning.
Good morning, guys. That's right, getting crafty for sure. This is Danielle Shunk on the way. She is the local expert here. Does a fantastic job when it comes to restoration, refurbishing, and all that good stuff, too. We're going to have more with her all morning long for your next DIY project coming up next. Hang on.
5:24. Well, having the power to customize your life, at least when it comes to furnishing, interiors, and accessories, can make us feel better about our living space.
And this morning, Craig Coffey with Danielle Shunk, an expert in restoration and refurbishing, giving us the FYI on DIY. How you restoring yourself there, Craig?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm going to sand Danielle while she sands the piece of furniture. Now she's smooth. Yes. All right. Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Thank you so much. We're here. This is Danielle Shunk with Sincerely Danielle. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And this is some cool stuff that everybody can use, and it's good to know. We're talking refurbishing, restoration, refinishing with all of your different furnishings. Now, she does this for a living, but she also, you give like clinics, right, in classes on how to do this too. So we're doing this all morning long. Right now, we're going to start with this piece of furniture. This is like, I guess, is this a nightstand or?
It's a nightstand.
Okay. So somebody bought this, or they found this, and they don't like it.
Right.
So they bring it to you, or they try it home to class it up a little bit, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what do we do? First of all, this is what material?
This is laminate. And
Laminate.
It's a non-porous material, meaning the paint is not going to absorb into the material.
Okay.
So you definitely have to sand it and prep it before you paint.
And this is pretty common, right?
Yeah, it's very common in households today.
Okay, and people just don't like it.
No, not so much.
Or
Not so
you
much.
shouldn't, right?
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't like it. Okay, okay. So we sand it, right? That's the first step. And you want to get this nice, and how does sanding make it porous?
It makes it coarse.
Okay.
It gives it a little bit of texture. You want to use a 220 grit so you're not ruining the material.
Sure, okay. 220 grit, write that down, kids. 220 grit, right?
Yes.
Okay, is that the grit on the sandpaper?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It's a real fine grit.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so we do the sanding. What's the next step
Then
on
you're
this
gonna
piece of
prime.
furniture?
Depending on the color that you choose to paint, you're going to pick a dark primer, a gray primer, or a white primer.
Okay.
And in this instance, we're going to use a gray primer.
Why is it so crucial to prime?
It helps the paint to adhere. This is a latex paint, so if you didn't have the primer, it would peel right off.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now, if you prime, do you still do more than one coat?
Not with this primer. This is a Bayer primer, and it's real thick. It goes on nice and smooth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long does it take you to work on a project? Now, you're a pro at this. If someone did this at home, what's the difference?
It really depends on dry time. It depends on the elements. If it's real damp, if the air is real damp, it might take a little longer to dry. Something like this may take a couple hours.
Okay, okay. So it's not that bad.
No.
No? Just an afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hey, the number's on your screen there for more information on Sincerely Danielle Shunk. That's her company. Again, call her and check her out. She does clinics on this stuff, different classes. It's a good time. She can also do stuff for you. You say people actually will buy furniture somewhere and bring it to you
Directly.
before
yes.
they even take it home.
Right, because they don't have a choice. They get a dark wood or a light wood, and
Yeah.
they'd like a little accent piece or
Okay.
a little color in their life.
Now, how long for the primer to dry?
A couple minutes.
Okay, and then we'll
Yeah.
start doing a coat. We'll talk about accent pieces too. That's coming up next this hour. You don't want to miss. Also, in the 6 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about, you said chalk paint?
Chalk paint.
Chalk paint.
Very popular, yes.
Very popular. Okay, lots of good stuff here. It's the FYI for your DIY. More with Danielle Shunk coming up this hour, guys. We'll go ahead and toss it back to you.
Thanks so much. I'm taking notes.
Good, please do.
I've done a little bit of this, but this is good information.
220 grit. 220 grit.
I
Kim, write
have
that
that
down.
220 grit.
Yeah,
Got
she's
it.
writing this stuff down.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll check back in just a little bit. Thanks, guys.
Morning, guys. Like this sandpaper, Danielle is gritty. Yeah. Yeah? All right. Hey, it's Sincerely Danielle Shunk. It's the fine art of restoration, refurbishing, restoring. On the way, it's more than just the primer and the paint. Also, it's about the accessories, too. We're going to finish this project coming up next. Hang on.
44. Whether you're hoping to make an old look new or turn a classic piece into a modern furnishing, proper technique to restore and refurbish can do wonders.
This morning, Craig Coffey with a woman who's very talented in the art of making your DIY projects go from bleak to chic. Stop standing your hand. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good for exfoliation.
I'm exfoliating. Yes, that's right. See, it takes Justin and my two guys to mention that, right? We're exfoliating. Yeah. Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you so much. This is Danielle from Sincerely Danielle Shunk. Good morning. And you, again, are an expert in the art. It's really in art. I guess it is, right? You would say that. Yeah, when it comes to restoration, refurbishing, we are refinishing right now this piece of furniture that was a laminate, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and that's kind of gone now.
It's gone.
Yeah, so we're going to kind of class this up a little bit, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, and as they said in studio, we're going to go from bleak to chic in a matter of moments, which is pretty cool. So we started, you said the key is prep work.
Yes, it is.
When it comes to refinishing.
Yes, you're going to sand the piece and you're going to prime the piece before you paint.
Okay, 220 grit, by the way, on the sandpaper.
Yes, 220 grit. Has
See?
to be, otherwise you're going to scratch up the material.
Okay, good to know. So once we sand, then we prime, and now you're going to start painting. What classic colors are there when it comes to refinishing?
Oh, there's so many colors. You can't, they're all fantastic. This one right here just so happens to be very popular. It's an aqua color. Bayer has a ton of great colors to choose from.
So it just depends on taste.
Yeah, a lot of
Right?
accent colors, lots of accent colors.
Interesting.
Real popular right now.
Okay, so you're going to paint this now, and you said with a good primer that you really only have to use maybe one coat?
One coat of primer if you have a good primer.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you see that you need more than one coat, that's fine too.
Okay, so when this is done now, once this dries, then you're going to add on some of the accent pieces on here, like let's say, you know, the knobs and the handles.
Yeah, so these are the knobs that came on the piece.
Okay.
And they have, you can go to like not Home Depot, you can go to Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
And they have all these fancy knobs that you can choose from, different colors.
And you can find these anywhere, really, right?
Yeah, you can get them at yard sales, you can get them at antique stores. It all depends on what you have at hand in the local area.
Can you mix and match as well, or should you keep it kind of consistent?
No, I think it's fun when you have different colors and different knobs, pulls versus a knob.
Okay. Interesting, good stuff right there. So really this can be done. Now all the information, the numbers on your screen, you can give Danielle a call. She actually teaches lectures and classes on this stuff. She does kind of like this, it's like interactive stuff. You do things with people and you show them, right?
Yeah, they bring their own pieces and we'll take a class, couple hours, and we'll paint their own pieces.
Very nice. Okay, on the way, coming up next hour, this is pretty cool. It's the hottest new thing. It's called chalk paint.
Yes.
Right?
Not to be confused with chalkboard paint.
Not chalkboard paint, but just chalk paint.
Yes.
Okay, and what's so significant about that? Why do we use chalk paint?
Well, number one, it's organic. It's really durable. You can use it on metal, you can use it on plastic, you can use it on wood.
Excellent. Okay, and we're going to do a chair next with that?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. Good stuff for you. It's the FYI for your DIY. More with Sincerely Danielle Shunk. Coming up next hour, back to you guys in studio. Back to my skin.
Oh boy, he's going to file his nails
Can't wait
next.
to see your soft hands later. Beautiful.
Yeah, you're going to want
Thanks,
to hold his hand. Thanks.